Hi, everybody. Welcome. It's the 21st of October, and this is the CAPI release team uh, weekly check-in for release v1.12. I'm sure you're all aware we are a subproject of SIG cluster lifecycle, and so we try to stick with their rules of conduct, which we can summarize as let's make this a welcoming place for everybody to participate. Use the raise hand feature if you think you need to. Probably not that important for this small meeting. Yeah, if you want to add your name to the attendees list, go for it. Otherwise, let's check in on milestones. Today is week 9, I think. Uh, it would still be great if we had dates on these, but Pratik's not available and he owns the issue, so I'm not sure we can really update it. So anyway, we have a couple more weeks until week 11 when there's real activity, nothing really significant going on this week. Yeah, and then let's check in with Arshad. How is CI doing in general?
Yeah, Matt. I think a couple of issues we had already fixed, and there was some issues last week when um, CI was failing. There were a lot of failure actually due to image pull error. It seemed there were some changes, and that got addressed actually, thanks to Chris and Stephen. So yeah, so that got fixed last week itself, and I don't see any repeating issue till now. There are some failures, and we already have some issues, and there are some new failures as well, but not concerning as of now. Yeah.
Okay, good deal. Chandan, do you have anything going on with comms?
Hello.
Hey,
Uh, uh,
oh, no, wait, I would check in with or do you have some CI stuff?
sorry.
Oh,
I mean, yes, I also have something regarding improvement board and CI tasks, which I think might be a good place to talk
okay.
about.
Let
But I
me
would
go over the
like,
next bullet point and then we'll get there.
yeah,
Just
of course.
um,
Okay. So from the comms team, I don't have anything. All good.
okay. Yeah, I figured there's not a lot going on right now. And
Yeah.
then we can check in on the tasks.
Yeah. One of the tasks
We
I'm working on from the comms team.
what's that? The doc?
No, one of the tasks I'm working on from the comms team, there was something related to release notes.
Right. Okay. Sounds good. Yeah, and then we've already looked at the tasks, and so let's check at the improvement board. And Paul, you had something related to this, or
Yeah, there are a few tasks here. We know there are flaky tests, right? And looking when I was debugging, going through the board, I realized that those are actually like 4 items here. They are easily falling under the one issue problem. What I think, I mean, the problem is that we create those resources during the tests, creating infrastructure, scaling machines, but we do not remember about the fact that it just doesn't always work and there are dangling objects, memory is up to the roof, and our tests still continue rather than stop here. And I don't know that infra that well. I literally just cloned test in Kubernetes test and end-to-end is in cluster API. So I think those are good. To repositories, please navigate me to more. I mean, test infra, I cloned cluster API, of course. It has E2E.
Mhm.
But my thinking is, uh, do we use liveness, readiness, and the third one, wherever probes? Do we use probes? Because if something weird is happening during, for example, machine pool creation, then we are just wasting resources and money running these tests further. I mean, why would they run if this error happened there and we know that CNI won't be available? That means that we just run and try to create another crate and we use even more resources until the memory gets maxed out, and then we get the errors. Sometimes those flaky tests are shorter, sometimes they are longer, because there is, of course, concurrency with go test command. Uh, the
Mhm.
parameter race v whatever, and if I recall correctly, and I'm thinking that maybe there is a simple manifest somewhere. I mean, unless this has to be handled from the code, I started looking into things deeply. I've started with glossary, of course. Yet, Stefan showed me one of the YAML manifests pointing out at limits. I said that resources are the problem. I mean, they are exactly the same as limits, but this is aftab, but this is the same manifest that could actually include those kind of probes. I mean, stop creating the resources if you know the test will be failing. Otherwise, we're just wasting bugs.
So you're
And
talking about, well, I mean, yeah, we were wasting money, but the CAPI tests only use Docker, so it's not, particularly
no,
expensive.
no, not Docker. This is Kubernetes in a Docker.
Yeah, but I mean, we're not chewing up. It is expensive in a sense, but it's not chewing up cloud resources unnecessarily. So it's not.
It
I
it
mean, I'm
it
thinking of
does.
I'm thinking
Actually,
of
it
our
does.
test. Well, sure, we create VMs in the cloud, and we have
Yeah,
the
I mean,
runners in the
something
cloud,
fails.
but we're
Yeah,
not.
yeah, exactly. Something fails. I mean, we should not proceed with further stages. We should
Yeah,
wait. We should do, instead of async, we should do sync wait. And if this item got created,
yeah,
then okay, then we can continue. Otherwise, we're just creating more, consuming more resources and spending money, which could be leveraged for development.
sure.
And
Well, I mean, I think there is
for
a.
tasks from this list, actually, not, they mention all those errors, but trust me, they are all from the one huge dashboard when everything goes flaky or
Yeah.
just, yeah.
Well,
So tell me,
I hear what you're saying.
what's your
Like,
advice? So what's your advice regarding this? Because we talked
well,
about this during Cluster API.
mhm,
This was, I mean, I got all the Grafanas, the some old table server, whatever charts as well. Look at P95s there, P99s. When memory goes, beyond certain level of
mhm.
limits, resources are improperly configured. And I think it may have simple solution being simple probe the application. If it's not ready, then just stop doing the Ginkgo test suite. I mean,
Yeah. No,
yeah,
I know what you're saying. We've had some similar fixes in CapZ where the way to make the E2E tests behave was essentially to add machine health checks and things like that, because we were proceeding in a lot of cases when things weren't exactly ready.
yeah,
So maybe there's places in CAPI for similar fixes, like maybe we should be doing health
yeah.
checks
I
or
mean,
probes or waiting for some other condition before we proceed.
Exactly, exactly.
Um,
And it's still unclear for me whether it should be approached from E2E folder, maybe from CAPI, but I lack the knowledge of that directory yet.
yeah.
And or maybe that should be like separate test infra sig. Yeah, so not sure who to ask. So I'm asking you because you will probably know, or may guide me.
Um, I mean, I don't know specifically because I guess I haven't seen tests failing this way where there was something that happened before and now the environment is kind of poisoned or we've run out of memory or something. Most of the tests that I've been able to reproduce or dug into seem to happen sort of on their own or as a first cause. But as you point out, it's kind of hard to tell because we do parallelize the tests and we don't, I think there is like a dash fail fast flag to Ginkgo, but I don't
Yes.
think I don't know if we use it, right? I don't.
No, I have no idea. I haven't seen
Yeah.
that. But I know it exists.
And I'm not sure what that really would do in the parallel runner environment. You're probably not going to be able to reach out and fail all the other tests, and maybe it doesn't matter because they're in separate. Well, they're really running in the same environment, but they're
separate names, separate tenants. Let's call it whatever.
perhaps
Sandboxes.
So I don't know. These are good high level issues. I just don't know if there's a specific case where you can see, oh, we kept on testing even though the cluster really wasn't ready or something, all that, then that definitely, definitely seems like a separate issue on its own and a place where we would want to wait for some other condition or attach health checks. Yeah. I just don't know. I'm not aware of where that happens in general, but it sounds like you are. So maybe
I'm getting to it slowly.
Yeah.
Repositories and yeah, we have this cluster API, and I even am semi-officially assigned to get to the bottom of this. So I am going through those, E2E tests and looking at the logic there, Ginkgo's suite, of course. I know it since forever, so it's cool. But yeah, I was just thinking whether like tickets here, for example, E2E test flake found unexpected. I mean, this guy appears also in the same. I mean, later on or in some other time, you have E2E time waiting out for all control plane replicas, and it happens because CNI doesn't ever get ready. There is only one issue. I mean, there's also something about WebSockets. Oh yeah, two panics occurring WebSockets. This is okay. This one is separate. There is a separate container there. When upgrading another one, that is also the same reason why it fails. This is CNI not being ready. Fails with the CRD. This is related because we have dangling objects after tests that didn't work or got flaky, and garbage collection makes things slower, and the other tests run instead of waiting or wherever, right? I mean, there could be even simple log file created, like wait for that machine scaling, let it be ready, let CNI be initialized to the point of readiness and liveness, and then do actions on it, not like create other objects all the time, right?
Yeah.
So I see 4 tickets here that fall under one. And yeah, that what I mentioned, I'm not sure. Like, I think I will just keep on debugging until I have more data on this, how to approach this with very specific ideas rather than opening another ticket. Or we'll see. I mean, well, we discussed that like in class API.
That sounds great. I mean, if I think the best thing for us to do is to keep all these separate issues open, and then if we get to the point where you fixed some precondition, and that they should just go away and all that, which would obviously be wonderful. But for now, let's just leave all the separate issues open because we're not 100% positive that they don't have their own causes.
That makes sense because it's hard to capture everything from one log, but because of concurrency, of course.
That sounds very likely what you're describing. I just don't really know specifically in CAPI, but very similar issues and fixes have been found, at least in CAPZ, where I'm a little more plugged in. And so I wouldn't be surprised if we have.
That would be nice. Two birds, one stone.
Totally. Yeah. Cool. All right. Well, do we have anything else people want to bring up for next time? If not,
I think.
Yeah. Go ahead, Arshad.
I think just an update on the issue that we are getting every day, that object change version 1.
Yeah.
So last week we fixed that issue.
Nice.
I think the frequency is little reduced, and we are still getting this issue. And what I see currently, the issue is with the etcd cluster. It doesn't come up basically within that time, or it is making this resource version basically change in the resources. So I had analyzed like past 2 3 days logs, failure logs of every test, and I can see the similarity that there is a etcd error I could see in the logs. So to confirm that, I think I had reopened my debugging pr, and I had just made some changes. I had removed that etcd block um, from the objects, and I'm comparing without that etcd object block. So I think if anyone is interested in that PR, they can check it out for more details.
Can you paste
But
it?
I'm yeah, it's linked here only. I feel
Is it this
And
one? No.
to the document of the agenda would be nice, because everybody probably always look at meeting notes.
Sure. Oh, here it is.
yeah, it's here. Yeah.
Sorry for not raising my hand, but there's that.
No, not at all. That's fine.
So I'm trying out the fix on this PR, and I'm confirming if that is the issue that is creating this resource version change.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, I
Yeah,
am currently
that's
debugging further on
etcd.
that.
Yeah, that's definitely etcd. There is a workaround. You could do patch merge of some resources, or even delete. Patch merge worked for me in the past. I mean, there was, but this is caching. ETC key value has this cache entries, and suddenly you're working with different kind or updated stuff. So you have those cache entries. You can actually use the patch and merge for etcd communication to merge that into the newer one, getting rid of that error.
at CD level?
Yeah, yes, it is like
Yeah.
CLI to etcd. Yes.
Yeah, that might be a little hard to get to from.
Yeah, actually,
Or
I'm
it's
trying to
just
understand the code currently.
kubectl black. I don't remember exact command, but I remember that I had to fix something like that.
Sure, yeah. Sorry, what were you saying, Oshad?
Actually, I'm
I'll
trying to
comment.
understand. Sorry.
Yeah, no worries. I'm sorry.
Okay. Actually, I'm just trying to understand how the reconciliation is happening and how that etcd only that is getting frequently updated actually.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm like in the in the machine controller. I think we have reconciliation logic for this etcd.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's what I'm currently going through the code. So if I get something, I'll be posting that in the in that PR, or in that issue. I'll be keeping that issue up to date. If I'll take help of Stephen as well if needed, their suggestion as well.
Yeah.
Great.
I'm thinking about that patch, command kubectl summon patch, where you can actually get rid of those old entries which are not matching the new kind versions, of course. But I'm trying to remember which kind of code of Kubernetes covers that. So maybe this could be, like similarly written, or just, yeah.
To be honest, I just removed those etcd um, uh, fields or from that object just to confirm that this is
Uh-huh.
the issue that is basically this is the main issue that is creating that change.
There should
Just to
be old
confirm it.
cache, new cache. In the struct, there should be something like old cache entry and new cache entry. And reconciliation loop should take it into into the account.
Actually, we are using
The account.
Gingo eventually and consistently there. If you go and check this test,
I I
so
am I am I haven't seen it there, but there should be like
okay.
old object cache, new object cache. I mean, in the
Uh,
struct. And
No,
you know,
there is no caching actually. So what we are doing is we are using eventually first. So we will expect
okay, let's call it
in
storage.
in that block that the object should remain should be stable till that time, and
Yes.
then in the consistently block we check that for this for these many minute, or we are doing checking the, we have a timeout there for 2 minutes, and after every 15 minute or 15 second or 5 second we are checking that object is stable. There should not be any reconciliation or updation in our object. So that's
I
where it is
see.
failing actually.
I
I
see.
can share with you the basically this link.
Yeah.
So there is no caching or uncaching thing there. I have
Yeah,
seen.
I meant of course storage, but yeah, I mean
Sure.
some cache can have persistence, so I just say cache, like, you know, loudly. Sorry.
Okay, okay. I think I might have missed something. So maybe we can. I can share you the links and we can figure it out if I'm missing something.
That would be great, because I think I saw that somewhere and might be included in Kubernetes code itself, and it's worth looking at. Of course, yeah, sure. Let's do something with it.
All right. Anything else we want to touch on, or should we call it good for today?
Always cool for programming. Nothing else from me.
All right. Cool. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you next week. We don't have any release or anything for a couple weeks, but we'll check in and see how it's going.
Okay.
Thanks.
See you soon. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.